happening on Valentine's Day. Everybody who's doing a strike, I encourage you to get into your self-love. Let me tell you, I have been praying avidly, relentlessly for people who are like me, who have an aspiration to change the world, to create and implement fairness and equality for everyone while building their dreams. I have been building and building and building a brand, and I've gone through 3 different names for my brand in the last 5 years because major corporations have not only been stealing my ideas, but stealing my designs. I went from a Higher Life, which was the original name of this channel. If you go back to my original videos, okay, I built a brand around that. Dolce and Gabbana, okay, stole my design. I don't know how they stole my sneaker design or my footwear design. It was a basic shoe, and it had a strip down the front of the shoe with my name on it. I still have the design. I have everything dated and time stamped. I just didn't go out of the way because I'm so into being creative. I'm so excited to get people to just get my creativity out to the world that I didn't trademark anything. I didn't copyright anything. So once I learned that lesson, I didn't get mad about it. I didn't go fight for it. Listen, I said, you know what? Dolce and Gabbana can have it. You want to know why? They can have it because you have to pay for what you take. Okay? I don't care if it's from the poorest man on the street. You have to, those sufferings that people suffer, whoever causes them have to pay for it. Long story short, building my brand, I went from a Higher Life to Mandatory Aesthetics to now vvslotus.com. Started copywriting everything, and I went for Mandatory Aesthetics because I realized that now aesthetics is becoming a wave. You know what I mean? I didn't copyright, aesthetics. Everybody's, so I said, let me just make it really, really unique so that, it can't be stolen that easy, right? And then let me start copywriting my prints and my designs for my kimonos and from just all my fashion. While I'm building my brand, before I even got to this point where I'm at vvslotus.com, I'm doing all these side hustles just so that I can have enough time to be creative and manage these platforms and just build and just set everything up and get everything structured, right? So I'm doing Instacart, I'm doing DoorDash, I'm doing Uber, I'm doing them all. I'm doing Amazon Flex. Let me tell you how it had started. And I'm an older woman, so my biological clock is ticking, and I want nothing else but to be a mother. But when I realized how unfair things were when I put myself in a position because I'm a licensed real estate broker. I even let my real estate license expire because I'm so passionate about self-love. After my breakup, I had no choice but to love oneself. So I used the opportunity that I had or have to build a brand around self-love, around women and men, finding themselves and being true to themselves and just pushing their dream. Boom. First incident that happened, I got into a car accident. And I can tell you, if I roll back the tape in the parking lot of Panera Bread, the way this man rear-ended me, the way he backed into my car, I can sue Panera. I can sue the owner of that parking lot, okay, and at that mall. I can also sue Instacart. I can sue DoorDash. I can sue so many people, but I didn't. When I got into that accident as a delivery driver, I was on a journey to become a mother. I was going to my GYN to make sure that my womb was ready, and you know what I mean? And the funny thing is, I was in the process of being scheduled for surgery because I had fibroids, right? And when I got hit in that parking lot, When I got hit in that fucking parking lot, excuse my language, I bled on site instantly. I went to emergency care, not that same, because the accident happened at like a 5:30 in the evening. So I was so distraught about the accident. I went home and I laid down. The next morning, I went to the doctor because my body was hurting, and they gave me a urine test. And when they gave me the urine test, I was bleeding, and the emergency care told me to go to ER immediately or go see my doctor the next day, period. So I went to my GYN. My GYN that day, the following day of the accident, told me, "You're going. Well, I'm scheduling you for surgery ASAP." Okay, cool. Not thinking nothing of it. I'm just going through the motions. Long story short, DoorDash insurance didn't cover me, right? They only covered a certain. They DoorDash didn't cover nothing. Okay, they covered maybe 2 weeks of whatever, and I ended up from the accident from the driver who hit me getting. You don't even want to know what I got paid. You know what I mean? Like, I listen. I'm used to making $80,000, getting $80,000 checks, $20,000 checks in commission for real estate in New York City, right? So for this settlement to happen the way it did, I'm like, okay, I'm not going to sweat it, and I'm making this video for the sake of delivery drivers who have a dream. And I ain't on no Martin Luther King ish, but this is some Martin Luther King ish right now. Listen, we settled. I got chiropractic. I seen my chiropractor and all that good stuff. I had the surgery 3 months, or no, 2 months after the accident. That was the soonest they can get me scheduled. They removed the fibroid. I was already in jeopardy. I already had to go through. I already have to go through so much to be a mom, right? I have to have IVF, in vitro fertilization. So when I had the surgery, so I got hit in November or October, and then I had the surgery January like 3rd. I was so happy because I couldn't understand why I was hemorrhaging every month. Every month I was hemorrhaging during my cycle. I didn't understand why I had headaches. I didn't understand why I was weak, but I was out doing all these, side gigs to try to fulfill my dream and, make the money to be a mom, this, that, and the other. But I was hemorrhaging every month. I was wearing diapers during my period, like literally. That's how bad it was. So I was grateful that God had brought me through. And I was even kind of grateful for the accident because the accident might have in a way saved my life. But then after I got the surgery and I got the settlement, it was like a catch-22. It was a slap in the face. I'm gonna be honest with you. It wasn't worth it. The accident wasn't worth it. It just wasn't worth it. But God shook me and put me in a place where I had no choice because I literally was dying every month and didn't know it. I was losing so much blood. It was so bad that when I got hit in that accident, and I went to the doctor that next day. She said she's scheduling me for surgery, but my iron levels were so low that I had to have, I think it was 13 or 12 blood infusions for 2 months. I was going in twice a week for a month and a half, 2 months, something like that. Can't remember. That's how much my iron was low. Okay? I say this to say, these major corporations are getting away with murder. Okay? It's a privilege to have your food delivered to your house. It's a privilege to have your packages delivered to your house. It's a privilege to have someone want to get up and cater to your lifestyle. Now, some people don't have a car to be able to go grocery shopping. Some people don't have a vehicle to be able to go out to a restaurant and eat. I get it. But at the end of the day, it's a privilege for these delivery drivers who are going on strike tomorrow nationwide. Okay? It's a privilege for these people to have these people at their service. So you got these billion-dollar corporations, DoorDash is in Canada, Instacart is in Canada. We've got Caviar, and then we got Amazon, FedEx, we've got UPS, we've got the U.S. Postal Service. Legal documents are being delivered via FedEx, UPS, and the U.S. Postal Service. Okay, these delivery drivers are just as fucking important as the doctors that you go see. Because if you want to, I'm gonna get down to the nitty gritty. If you want to call a collection agency, a collection agency needs people like these delivery drivers who are going on strike tomorrow to deliver documents to recoup their monies. Everything works hand in hand. So making some people are using their own personal vehicles. Sometimes not even their own personal vehicles. Some of these Uber drivers are getting these Uber cars, renting. At the end of the day, I'll put it to you this way. I've been praying. I have literally been praying for people like me who have a dream. And I'm going to stop calling it a dream. A reality to manifest. RTM. People like me who have a RTM. Hashtag RTM. If people knew how much money I put into building a self-care brand for people to be able to experience a body cream, a shampoo, a kimono, a sweatsuit, whatever, affirmations, to keep them motivated to get to where they want to be in life, the money I spent to get to this point is somebody's yearly salary already. And I'm not talking minimum wage. So these strikers, when I tell you, when you sign up for Instacart, Caviar, Uber, Amazon Flex, Lyft, and let me not speak on the companies that have not wronged me. DoorDash, Instacart, and Amazon Flex. I'm speaking up for them. And I am in no way a labor activist, but after this I might be. Doing this strike is probably one of the most important things America will experience in the next 10 to 20 years. Because I'm going to tell you right now, there's companies that are germinating courier services, just like DoorDash. As a matter of fact, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to prophetically speak this into existence because I don't know, but the Most High is telling me to say this. DoorDash and Instacart and all these companies like that are getting ready to gear up to be legal document couriers. Okay? I literally seen on Indeed, because I was looking for a little side gig, to keep money flowing so I can sustain myself while building my brand and just build my sales and things like that. I literally seen a company already posting looking for legal document servers. This is what they call them. Servers. It's already happening. It's behind the scenes. So with that being said, there's going to be a lot of people transitioning into the legal world. You better get your. I'm gonna say this for those who know how to spin the wheel. You better go get your notary public because that's the next wave. That's the next wave. But speaking on this strike, do not unstrike. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna pull some cards for the strike because we need to see what this strike is gonna do. Is if everybody hold fast, stand 10 toes down to the cause. And I'm not worried about it because, you know, I'm good. But for the people who really need, first of all, let's pray. Amen. 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 For the people who need to understand how important this is for y'all. Woo! That was that. No reversals. He's saying he's basically saying you're so cute. He basically telling me you're so cute. You're in discovery mode. Cool. All right. So the people need to know how's the strike going to benefit the people striking. You guys are defending yourself, he's saying. 7 of Wands upright. And you guys are not. You guys are definitely not going to be, you guys are not going to be nice about this. You're not going to be like sweet and innocent, emotionally sweet and innocent about it. The people, the strikers want to know how this is going to affect. What is the outcome going to be? The strikers want to know what is the end result going to be. So he's saying wishes won't be fulfilled. And he's saying that there's going to be more support and more care given. There's going to be more emotional, more support and care given. Hierophant, God is involved. The government is going to get involved. Wishes won't be fulfilled, but there's going to be more emotional support and care. He's saying pull 2 more cards. Well, okay. So, King of Swords. That's justice. That's the Most High himself. King of Pentacles. Justice will be served. Knight of Swords. It's not going to happen fast. Nine of Pentacles, but it's not going to happen slow. Nine of Pentacles reversed, but it's not going to happen slow. There will be celebrations. 3 of Cups. Crown of Wands. Okay, Queen of Wands. Basically, there's going to be a common ground. There's going to eventually be a common ground. These 2 I want to see. Okay. There's going to eventually be a common ground met, but it will be cause for celebration. There will be a cause for celebration. Yes. Hella celebration. And the feeling of being left out in the cold won't exist. So, okay. Because you guys feel like you guys are being left out in the cold, or you guys are not like you. It's like these companies, they're billion-dollar companies, multi-million-dollar companies, profiting off of cheap labor. Okay, and people who need these gigs for whatever reason. The being basically the Most High is saying being taken advantage of is null and void. So let's get and I can assure you of that. Now, hold on, let me see. We're gonna do this deck, and then we're gonna finish up with bingo. Do you know how like it hurt my soul that, you know, as a woman who just wants to be a mother, okay? Legally, there was nobody who reached out to me, even though I was on the clock working, to see if I was okay. Amazon Flex, I got hit. We can roll back the tape for both accidents, okay? And they can see that everybody who hit me was truly in the wrong. I got hit twice, and nobody reached out to me from these corporations. Not one. Maybe one, two. But they were insurance company representatives and incident reps. Like they were like, it was like one phone call, one and done. They didn't give a fuck. They didn't give a damn. Excuse my language, but guess what? She keeps it real here. And let me not make this personal, but it's personal because it's like, wow, as a major corporation, you like these people work for you. They actually make sure that your quote unquote higher up staff, your six-figure staff members, actually these people are the people that make sure that the people in your corporation that make six figures can make six figures. And this is how you treat, whoa. Strike them out. Strike out. There has to be some kind of common ground. There has to be common ground for the time and the labor hours spent on with each corporation for their vehicle use, personal vehicle usage, for let me tell you something. Instacart, them motherfuckers told me that I was stealing groceries. If you are delivering, if you are earning a living or making a side or doing a side hustle to deliver people's groceries, you got to be a dumb motherfucker to want to steal groceries. And I'm going to be honest with you. Instacart, they really pay. They pay okay. You could do 4 deliveries in a day once you reach a certain level, and you know what I mean? And you at $200 or $150. You understand what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? That's enough for your groceries for the month. On a weekly basis, if you do it 5 days a week, you know what I mean? 4 deliveries, four runs you could do in 2 hours. You know what I mean? But they actually said that. I was like, are you kidding me? But I'm not gonna hold you. I'll never forget. It's been several times I've seen people who just wasn't right, who was on the clock. But anyway, so it's gonna be major celebration, and that 5 of Pentacles in reverse, 3 cards he said right here. This is gonna give an overview of what he just explained. For the strikeout, Uh, uh, uh. Okay. So, again, this, I don't know what everybody's doing a strike for. I don't. But basically, you guys are really fighting. The wish will, he's saying that the wish won't be fulfilled, but he's here. Okay. And there's going to be a message about money. There's going to be a message delivered, the Page of Pentacles. There's going to be a message about money regarding all of these. So I seen on the news that the strike is about, and the reason why I'm passionate about this is because I was doing, this is a side gig for me to pay for IVF and to pay for marketing for my self care and self love brand. Okay, I pay for marketing and I'm raising money for IVF. That's all I care about right now. So these, doing these side gigs and the side hustles was very important to me. I mastered how to market and do Facebook ads. I mastered how to do Google ads. I get, with $1 a day, I get 1,000 new followers on Facebook. Okay. I just relaunched my campaign on Google, and for $1 a day, I'm 3 days in and I'm already up 1,000 views for $3. So the blessing in it was that I mastered marketing. Am I where I want to be as far as IVF? No, because things happen, things come up, or whatever. But I'm gonna get there anyway. So that was, he says, 3 of the bingo cards to confirm and finalize the strike. I've been praying. I've been praying for people who are like me. And I'm going to tell you something. I never in a million years thought that God would organize a strike on behalf of my prayers for people who are like me. But you know what? I pray that everything works out. Look, love. I pray that everything works out and everybody, especially the drivers, get what they deserve. And it's fair. School. Woo, no reversals on these either. These flew out, so I gotta take them. Okay. School, December, mantra book. Okay. So this might be just for me, and this might just be for you all, for, delivery drivers. Either you're being studied or I'm being studied, or you need to study, go back to school, da 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 da. Something about December. December things will be, maybe the December is when the strike started, or it was initiated, or if the plan for the strike was implemented. But the fact that mantra is here, which is prayer, because I've gotten in the habit to doing a specific mantra. I do my 108 whenever I need to, right? But the book, which is that card is exemplary of the Bible for me. The Most High is clearly telling me that school is important. Somebody was schooled in December. Something about December in school. There's going to be something with school. Most High said, get 2 more. He's going to make it clear. Okay, 2 more. Let's make it clear. So, August, that's my grandfather's name, ironically, my great grandfather. Um, August James, like the King James Bible, top tier. Um, for those who deserve it, the Most High is saying that by August you will be in top tier position. There will no longer be the treatment of third world country energy regarding for delivery drivers who are striking. And the fact that book is here and this card represents the Bible for me, definitely, this is almost like the most Messiah coming up off his throne to say, okay, slavery is over. We did that with Martin Luther King, okay? And that was for blacks. That was for Negroes. That was for the niggas. Now, these corporate, these blue collar, whatever, white collar, corporate niggas gonna learn today. Because, see, let me tell you something. The way I look at it, these major corporations have really become the niggas. Very ignorant. Very ignorant. As long as you're silent about unfairness and being treated poorly and being taken advantage of, these corporate niggas they gonna eat. Corporate niggas. Be well.